Today we're going to review and test drive my 1996 Impala SS. The Impala SS was out from 1994 to 1996. The first ones were all black. The car has a LT1 Corvette engine in it, which was rated at 260 horsepower, 330 foot-pounds of torque, 0 to 60 in 7.1 seconds. Had larger 17-inch wheels and larger brakes. It would brake from 60 to 0 in 120 feet, which was exceptional for this size sedan. The suspension components were those off of the same ones they put on police cars, so heavy-duty suspension and handling package. And the cars initially came with a column shift, which was not appreciated much by the people that bought the car. And I think in 95, definitely in 96, because this is a 96, they went to the column mounted shifter with the console and a analog tachometer. The car is equipped very well. Basically all power features, leather. It has on the rear Impala SS badging and a rear deck spoiler. What is exceptional about this specific car is it's got, as of this morning, it's got 213 miles. I bought it probably 3 or 4 years ago. It had 149 miles and had all the fluids changed. Actually by accident I said change the fluids, and they changed brake fluid, transmission fluid, oil, antifreeze, everything. So probably very good for the car anyway. And I've driven it very sparingly. This is the first time I've had it to my house. So now 215 miles, so I've put roughly 65 miles on it. But you got to get them out and drive it. Still has the original tires. And believe it or not, it still smells new inside, which, given that it's probably been stored in a warehouse its entire life, and generally warehouses can have different types of odors in them and so forth, but the fact that it still has that new car smell kind of adds to the overall experience. Before we go for a drive, we'll give a quick tour of the interior. You can tell the seats show almost no wear. Obviously people do get in and out of the car, including myself. Everything functions as it should. The AC blows cold. I'm sure it's probably the original Freon. Again, still smells like original leather. Let's see the seat bolsters. You know, you can tell people have got in and out of the car, but they show little or no wear, as well as the carpet. I did buy some floor mats for it. We'll turn it on so you can see the mileage. And the radio works. 213 miles. I can't remember what I said. It's the engine compartment. Everything shows a little sign of wear from time, but not really from use. I haven't been in here and really cleaned it. Everything looks pretty fresh. All the stickers are still on everything. But it is a 24-year-old car. Okay, today we're gonna go for a drive and '96 Impala SS. Talked a little bit about the car already. I did mention the equipment in the car. Pretty much has everything that Chevy had to offer back then. AC, power door locks, power seats, power mirrors, AM/FM stereo, CD player, leather, power antenna, etc. So probably not going to go for as long a test drive as normally. We're at 213 miles on the odometer. I'll probably just cut that normal drive a little bit short, just so I can limit the number of miles I put on the car. Oh, just clicked to 214. Put on the AC. Mentioned still blows ice cold. Surprise after 20-something years. No record of it being recharged, but probably no record of it really being used much, other than I've used it a couple times. So I mentioned 0 to 60 time 7.1, which is very impressive for a car this size at the time. Just a little show of the acceleration. I did not put it all the way to the floor. The car hasn't been run that much. Again, it has fresh fluids in it. But very comfortable, very quiet. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this ride and showing of this car, which I think is pretty spectacular. It was something in itself just when they manufactured it. But having one with in this kind of condition and this kind of mileage after 24 years is pretty hard to find. I'm sure there probably are a couple more out there, but I haven't seen them. I see a lot of ones that are close to 10,000 miles in the teens. Generally, most people bought them and drove them. This one happened to be put into a warehouse, into a collection, and actually was owned by multiple people, bought and sold, until I bought it at an auction of a guy that sold over 100 low mileage cars that he had in his collection. So anyway, thanks for coming along today.